Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump, troops, Greenland, and some math. Trump is still doubling down on his desire to take Greenland, and the focus is defense. Basically, the idea is that Greenland, which really means Denmark because that's who controls the defense structure there, isn't doing enough. The rhetoric has taken hold, and we got a question about it. Belle, I got a question. I was trying to find out what kind of military Greenland has, and I keep coming back to the U.S. presence there. It doesn't look like Greenland even has a division of troops. Is Trump right about them not taking defense seriously? Because we're the U.S., we tend to have a very skewed view of what is an acceptable size for a military. Here in the U.S., a little less than 1% of the population is in the military. And we have a pretty big population. Greenland, on the other hand, has about the same population of Michigan State. No, not the state of Michigan, Michigan State, the university. If we demanded that the military presence there was on par with our 1%, do you know how many troops Greenland would need? About 500. The entire population is only 57,000. They definitely do not have a division of troops in Greenland. It would take about 50% of the adult male population of the entire country to field one division. If the U.S. wanted to place 500 troops there, I'm sure that Denmark would be okay with it. They're our ally and have been for decades, even though we certainly aren't treating them like the steadfast ally they are. We already have more than 100. The French have offered to station some troops there. It's worth knowing that Denmark has about 20,000 troops with tens of thousands more in the Home Guard. Speaking of them being an ally, there's some information about how great Trump's foreign policy is going. Recent polling suggests that 46% of people in Denmark now view the U.S. as a very big or fairly big threat. Almost half the population of an allied nation views the U.S. as a threat. For comparison, North Korea was viewed as a threat by 44% and Iran by 40%. That's not being respected. That's being viewed as unpredictable and unreliable. How has this impacted the world stage? Well, Denmark is beefing up security on Greenland. And I think MAGAverse is misreading that. Denmark is reportedly trying to find lobbyists with ties to Trump. That's not a good sign. That kind of messaging should be carried out through embassies and State Department. The EU is lining up behind Denmark. There are concerns about an EU-US trade war. Again, with our allies. Yeah, things are going great. If it's so important for U.S. national security to have the area monitored, we could, I don't know, just monitor it instead of angering some of our closest allies. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.